Hi, I'm Chaos, and it's finally released. Starfield. Now, I've been waiting for this game for forever, and it's mind-boggling that it's finally here. But is it even worth it? I mean, after all this time, did they actually produce a game that's good? I mean, the last game they released was Fallout 76, and that released as a terrible mess. I mean, they polished it up now, but do they still have it? Now, if you want the short version of this, yes, they still do have it. This has been consuming a lot of my time. You know, it's been hard to make this because it's just I want to keep playing Starfield. But if you actually want to know why this game's a masterpiece, I mean, I figure I can say that. It's a masterpiece. I mean, just figure it's Fallout in space. Who doesn't like that? Now, I don't know much of like the praise or reviews that people have been giving this game, but I know how I feel about it. And that's all that matters. It only matters how I feel. Don't worry about anybody else. This is the one. You don't need to watch anything else. Just watch this. I mean, first off, let's start off with the story. I mean, obviously, I can't really spoil it. It just came out, but it is definitely worth your time. It's amazing. It's an amazing piece of storytelling. I don't know what else to say about it. It's definitely worth it for the story just as much as everything else. Now, the combat's basically what you would expect from a Bethesda title with guns. I mean, just look at Fallout. That'll be your best point of reference for the combat in this game. And it's spectacular. I don't know how they did it, but all the guns just feel so meaty and visceral. And it's amazing. Even the electric weapons are just absolute powerhouses. You actually feel like you're shooting a laser weapon with a little bit of girth to it. Need be, a laser weapon shouldn't produce any recoil, but it does feel good. And I didn't really mess around with the melee. I mean, who's gonna melee when you have all these electric weapons and all that? Really, you're gonna melee in space? Let me know how that works out in Zero Grav. Every weapon has its own purpose, and the skill trees on top of it, they're just amazing. There's so much to do. When I first opened the menu, I didn't know what to do. Oh my god, what is this? Okay, obviously, we want shotguns. Alright, done. I don't even need to look at the rest. But all these skill trees connect to each weapon perfectly, and it just complements the combat so well. I mean, I found this insanely overpowered gun. I mean, is it really overpowered? I'm playing on very hard, and it takes 20 shots to kill an enemy anyway. I felt like I didn't really need to use it that much as well. I mean, it was overpowered for certain scenarios, but other scenarios, it didn't really hold up that well. And I think that's what the basis of this combat is. Find weapons that work and use them. And it's not just based off of, oh, this weapon's a higher level or this one has better attachments. It just has to be suited for the job. And the space combat is just unbelievable. I mean, I had issues with it at first, and it was just a learning curve. I mean, I didn't expect the space combat to be in a Bethesda title, but here we are. And the way they executed it, I don't know how they did it perfectly. It's not even that bad. I mean, some of the ships just gun you down in an instant, but I feel like that's just a skill issue. How do you beat 3 of them and they get the jump on you? How? And there's so much to this world that you can explore. I accidentally almost smuggled contraband into a city. I got picked up by a federation, and they made me their little slave. And I had to complete this mission for them so I wouldn't get in trouble. What? Who even thinks of that? You know what I mean? The worlds in this game are so expansive. I didn't even expect that to happen to me. I just thought I was going to get a little fine and thrown in prison, but no. They made me into their little puppet. And it's just encounters like that. I got lost in so many towns just trying to help people out. There's so much to do, and I'm still not done doing it. It's crazy. I mean, at the end of the day, it is a Bethesda title. Of course, they put all this work into it, and it's satisfying to see a game like this released again. With so much content in it, there's nothing you can't do. And it's spectacular. I love it. You gotta fly around to all these worlds, figure out what secrets are hidden in them. Most of these solar systems are solar systems we have and observed. It's insane. They actually cared enough to make it kind of true to us. I mean, the Earth's dead in it, right? Of course we colonized other planets. We killed ours. The amount of lore in this game that you can find throughout your adventures, the amount of places you can visit. I haven't even visited every solar system yet. It's amazing. Now, they did finally allow you to have an unlocked FPS in this game, which is great. High refresh rate monitors rejoice, but it does have a fatal flaw that is most prevalent in games nowadays, where you need DLSS or any type of super sampling to run it. And I'm just tired of it. I'm tired of it. It doesn't ruin it, but it's just, why? Why do you do that? Stop it. I don't want to run super sampling my entire life. I don't want everything to be blurry. Just let me run it native, please, God. That's all I require. But that's my only gripe with this game. I guess the problem is the industry standard nowadays. You can't really do anything about it. You're on your own with it. But other than that, I mean, get it. Go for it. It's fantastic. There's not much I can say about it. Go for it. Explore the Starfield. And don't call yourself a stargazer, because apparently that's a slur in this universe. Hey, thanks for watching this video. You know the usual. Like the video if you liked it. If you dislike it, I'll find out where you live It's just as simple as that, okay? Not playing any games. If you like this video, which you probably did, let's be real here, who wouldn't like this video? Hit the subscribe button. I mean, you want to. You want to. You're gonna like my other ones. They're on the screen. Pick them, pick and choose, pick whichever one you want. I don't really care. I know you're gonna love them. And make sure to share this video. Share it. Actually, no, don't do that. That's kind of weird. Imagine if somebody just approached you with a random YouTube link and was like, here, watch this. Isn't this cool? And then you have to like pretend like, oh, wow, that's very interesting. Don't do that. God, don't do that. That'll just make you seem like the weirdo. And then they never open your DMs. Then they make a separate group chat without you in it. And it's just, it becomes a big mess. Then you start to wonder if they ever actually liked you. All because you wanted to share them a video you thought was funny. I'm flattered if you did that. I'm really flattered. Thank you for watching my video. I'm going back to playing more Starfield. I can't get my hands off of this game. I really can't. It's a problem. I think it's an addiction that needs to be cured, and the only way to cure it is to keep playing Starfield, and that's all I want to do. That's all I want to do. I want to conquer the universe. I want to make everybody my slave. I want to control the universe. I want to control the multiverse. I want to become the greatest human being ever in the solar system. That's what I want to do. That is what I'm going to do.